All right, the next type of story tool that I want to talk about is what's known as the VOSOT, or the VOSOT. Can be talked in quite a few different ways. So what we're dealing with is this is where an anchor is going to read news from a teleprompter, and then while they're reading, we're going to add video to show what they're talking about, and then the anchor is going to stop and we are going to have an interview with someone who has pertinent information about the story. So, and this can be followed by one or more sound bites, so it doesn't have to be a single person, it can be multiple people that are providing their perspective. So let's take a look at an example of a VOSOT.
For the second time in school history, the Trojan women's basketball team is going to the NCAA tournament. Troy defeated Arkansas Little Rock on Saturday in the championship game of the Sun Belt Conference tournament to punch their ticket to the big dance. By winning the championship, Troy gets the Sun Belt's automatic bid to the tournament. Trojan senior Ashley Beverly Kelly, winner of the tournament's Most Outstanding Player Award, hit the winning shot that secured the championship and says the win was a culmination of their hard work as a team.
Every girl that's on the team, we all have a story, and I feel like during that celebration, we felt all the stories that we've shared with each other, and we just love each other, and we believed in each other to pull out the game.
The Trojans will find out who they play in the tournament tonight during the NCAA Tournament Selection Show on ESPN that is scheduled to begin at 6 p.m. The Trojans will host a viewing party in Trojan Arena that will kick off at 5:30, and the public is invited to attend. Ryan Renfro will have more on Saturday's big win later in sports.
So in the case of the VOSOT, we were again talking about women's basketball and they're winning the tournament. So we had video of the game that was being played, including the celebration that happened thereafter. And so this played while the sports anchor was talking about winning the tournament. And then we got an interview with one of the basketball players who was the MVP of the team and of the game. She's also one of the senior basketball players, and she was able to give us her perspective on the game. Now, we were also able to save some money from the budget because we did not have to send a reporter out to cover this game. The video was covered by local media, and they were able to provide us with the video from the game, and they even provided us with interviews after the game. So this even saved us budget and time from having to pay travel and a reporter or videographer to go out and cover the game. The footage was sent to us, and all we had to do was download it. So much like a VO, it gives us sound and it adds video to what the newsmakers are talking about, and it's a more authoritative type of story in what it presents. Now, likewise, there are going to be some downsides in that, again, it's slightly more, it requires a little bit more effort than just a straight up with VO. So if there's an event that requires just a voice over video, you can send a person out to just go cover, shoot video clips of it for a few minutes, and then come back to the station. If you're going to need to spend more time getting an interview, finding the right person, then that could take more time, especially if the person you want the interview doesn't have time to give the interview until after the event. So at that point, you have to spend your entire time for the event to conclude before you can get your interview. In some cases, for media events, they may actually give interviews before the production or the ceremony. They'll let the reporters go ahead and get the interviews, then they can shoot however much video they need, and if they need to leave early, well, then they can do that. Now, again, this is going to give you a lot of information, but if you want to have a really in-depth type of story, then a VOSOT isn't really going to be the ideal situation. For that, you're going to need something